welcome to Model Horse Tack School. My name is Carrie, and today I'm doing a viewer request. Somebody asked, how do you do horn wrap? So, and that's a good question. I did kind of cover it in my square western saddle pattern video, but it's 4 hours long, so that just, most people probably never even get that far. But I'll go ahead and just do a video on how to do that. So what I use for my horn wrap is usually a skinny ribbon. This is an 1/8 inch or 3 millimeter. I don't have it in brown, I only have it in black. Usually your horn wrap is black, so that's really not an issue. I use about, it's about 6 inches is what you would use, but I need some for workability. So I'll give it a few more inches, so probably about 7 inches is good. More is always better than less. And the first thing I would do is, treat the edges of the ribbon. And I just put a little bit of glue. This way it doesn't fray, because it can fray. See how it's already starting to? So by putting some glue on there, it stops that. And then one side I would cut to a point. The other side doesn't matter. It's going to be too long for that anyways. Okay, so I want to work that into the fibers so it keeps it from being from coming apart. All right, next thing I would do is here's the saddle. Working on a new saddle pattern. I did not leave enough of a hole here, but that's the way the seat fit. It looks really nice though, and I like how it looks, so I'm not upset about it. But horn wrap is the last thing I do. And so there is a hole here. It's just a doll's 2 fingers worth, because this is more of a pleasure tree. So this would be a pleasure trail saddle. And then I'm going to open that hole a little bit, and I'm going to tuck this into that hole, and then pull it through. All right. And that's why the point, it just goes through easier if it's pointed. And then I'm going to glue this to the underside of the gullet, where it can't really be seen, okay? Usually they nail it in place. I'm using one of my acrylic trees that I cast, because I just want to see what they look like. Now, if you have leather or something that will take pins easily, you could use, this was just a regular straight pin, and then oops. So this here was a regular straight pin, and I just cut it at an angle, and then I could push that in there like a nail, because a lot of times I'll just nail it right into the gullet. But this cast tree, this acrylic is way too strong, so that's not going to work for me. I'm just going to have to let the glue dry. And that's what kind of stalling right now to give it that time to dry. Once it's pretty much dry, I don't like that on there. It's always something that slows down my videos. Okay, so once it's dry, you're going to pull it over to one side and go around and then all the way up. Okay, we want to cover the top part, right where the bend is. And then we come around and we're going to overlap it by half. And we're going to do it again. And then again. And we may or may not have needed that last one, but there we go. So basically you're wrapping and then halfway covering the wrap before. Okay, you might want to replay that. I'll do it one more time. I'm going to make sure it's nice and tight. And so around, but bring it all the way up. Okay, and then over halfway. And it kind of pushes that lace into place. And then let's see. I'm going to need one more. I have to. Okay. So until the whole thing is covered. All right. So I pull this to the side so you can see. Until the whole thing is covered and it's nice and tight. So pull it nice and tight. Okay. And there should be no looseness anywhere. If there is, rewrap it. Okay. Now, I'm going to do a little dab of glue right here. So you can see where that is. So, a little dab of glue right there. And then I'm going to hold that. So the reason for that glue is I don't want this to come undone while I am trying to work that end into the gullet. And ribbon takes a little bit longer to set up than leather. So I'm going to go ahead and hold that in place. And then I'm going to push this through. It's another one of my favorite tools. See, very important to have that glued so you can work this end. All right, now when we have it out here, I'm going to cut this no longer than what's in there already. So I want it kind of short. And then we'll go ahead and push that down into the glue so they kind of disappear together. And like I said, you can try and nail that in if you want with a pin. On my leather trees, I can do it. On these acrylic ones, I can't. But there you go. That's your horn wrap. The sheen on the ribbon kind of gives it that rubbery look. And there you go. All right. Well, thank you for spending time with me today. Like, subscribe, tell your friends about the channel, and have yourself a really good day.